Hi everyone, and welcome to Scrapbooking at Monica's Place, which is me. I want to first thank all of you for your amazing questions. So without wasting any more valuable YouTube time, I'm going to get to the answers right away. I got started on YouTube a few years ago, and it was just kind of a means of survival. I was basically what you might call a shut-in. I had had some spinal surgery and chronic pain as a result of that surgery, so I could no longer work full-time. And so everybody was at work, my family, friends, all my peers, and so I needed something to do. So I had an 18-year history in education, so I knew how to teach, and I'd also have been in some movies and done some acting, so I wasn't afraid of the camera. So I set up my tripod and set up my camera and basically was talking to myself into the camera, and so Scrapbooking at Monica's Place was born. And I should have thought of a more creative name, because at the time I thought I would maybe just do one or two videos, but here I am today, still doing them. I don't really like ice cream. I absolutely love the sound of the ice cream truck and the music box music that they play, but I don't really like ice cream. I don't think I've had an ice cream cone for about 2 years. When I do really crave an ice cream cone, which is very rare, I love pralines and cream. No particular order. My 5 favorite scrapbook tools would have to be my Big Shot. I wrote them down. My ATG gun. Oh, I love it. My glue gun, which was an old favorite, but I'm starting to really like it again. I seem to be using it a lot to adhere flowers and stuff on. My crocodile for sure. Oh, and my Cricut. I just got a brand new Cricut, and the computer program sure cuts a lot that goes with the Cricut. Fantastic. And my Zutter. I love all of those things. There's so many others, but those are probably my favorites. And someone asked me which scrapbook tools that I could live without. I think I could live without all of them as long as I had a surface to work on, like paper. But I think if I was in the forest, I would use bark or something, and something that I could create with. I think I'd be okay. So I could probably live without all of them, but I sure don't want to. In Canada, for me, and because it's close to my home, I live near the Edmonton area in Alberta, and they're in Red Deer, Alberta, would be savvyandsassy.com. So it's savvy, SAVVY, in the letter N, sassy, SASSY.com. I love their store, and their prices are fantastic, and they ship so quickly, so I tend to shop there a lot. I do most of my other shopping like not online, like at Michael's or my local neighborhood scrapbook stores. I really like Your Paper Pantry. They've got some really nice stuff. And what other online stores? 2Ps, I've tried them. But for me, it's more availability and how quick I can get my stuff, because if I want something, I want it now. So I'll usually run to Michael's or something like that. Thank you so much for asking me this question. I took that as a real compliment, so I really thank you for thinking that I'm strong. But I believe in the phrase, if something doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. And I've been through a lot of physical things in my life. From I lost a set of twins at 7 months pregnant. I almost hemorrhaged to death. I had a blood clot in my lung. A few years later, I had this chronic pain, and so you just have to have your little pity party for a while and just pull up your socks and keep on trucking. And I really think that all the life experiences that you have are what makes you strong, and you realize you can get through anything. And I've also learned the sooner you realize that, the better you are. Not to say that I don't have my weak, wimpy days, I do, but I just think life's too short to waste feeling sorry for yourself. So I try not to. Put on my makeup and keep on trucking. ideas for journaling and my life cues subjects just come from everyday random thoughts. For example, for journaling, it's just something that you just sit down and just start writing. I have so many different journals and they're all for different things. My art journaling is to play and do art in, and so that would be like the life cues topics. I will think of something that's usually happened during the week or something that impacted my week from week to week, and then try and form it in the form of a question, and then I will sort of think on the question while I just collect some supplies that I might want to try out, or do something new with some paper or a technique. And then when I'm creating my response and you're watching it, I'm making it up as you are watching it. So it's not something that I plan out in a book or anything, or in a sketchbook. I just do it as you're watching me do it. For journaling, just simple journaling thoughts, I just do exactly that. It's just random, and I'll even write randomness. And I'm sure somebody read it, they would probably think this woman is nuts, but that's okay. It's my journaling. So that's how I journal. I never really think too hard. Just start writing and it'll just all pour out. And when you read back over it, it's amazing how profound you realize that you really can be. Rather than try to describe them to you, I just went and picked up some of mine from my scrap room downstairs. I'm in my husband's art studio on his great computer, so you'll probably notice his paintings in the back here. He's a professional artist. Anyway, all-time favorite of all, the ATG gun. Can't be without this. Is fantastic adhesive. It's a tape runner for all the new scrapbookers. You can get like snail adhesives or all kinds of adhesives, but if you're going to be scrapbooking a lot, I would suggest investing in an ATG gun because it's probably the most economical for your money. Glossy Accents is a great adhesive by Ranger. You can't really see the labels, probably because of the light. But anyway, this is really good. And also leaves a glossy surface on things as well. But it's really good as an adhesive. I find the Scotch Quick Dry Adhesive fantastic for adhering chipboard pieces or anything like that. If you're using really small items like with a Cricut, any one of these pens are good. Like the this is the Tombow multi, it's got two tips, a thicker one here and a finer one here, and then this is the Stampin' Up! Two-way glue pen. So those are my favorite adhesives, and of course my glue gun, which I didn't bring up. Okay, I've got a little friend here with me videotaping. This is Ozzy. He's grandson number 3, and he's really silly. And you asked me if I'm a day person or a night person, and I am definitely a night owl. I love it when everyone's sleeping. I create the best. I like actually being by myself, and that's when I can create the best. I like listening to the train go by, and that's when I do my best work. Ozzy, say bye-bye. Say bye. See you later. See you later, alligator. Say bye. Wave. Bye. Till the next question. See ya. Goodbye. It's glue. Here you go. Glue. I got a lot of questions about mini books and how to create them and the embellishments to put on them and what papers to use and all that type of thing. So if you would like a more detailed reply to this question, please go to Scrapbooking at Monica's Place, episode 26. There's a 2-part episode on there that deals with exactly all of that, and I'm sure that'll answer all of your questions regarding mini books. My most favorite thing to make is whatever I happen to be creating at the time. I love to knit, I love to crochet, I like to bake, I like doing art journaling. I always have to be doing something with my hands. So if I'm not scrapbooking or making minis or doing something like that, if I'm sitting watching TV, I'm knitting or crocheting. So I happen to be creating at the time ends up being my most favorite thing. I've done a great video on how I store my scrapbook supplies and a tour of my scrapbook room. So check out Scrapbooking at Monica's Place episode 20 and you can see all of my storage ideas, and I still do it all the same way. When it comes to paper lines, I don't have a particular favorite. I tend to be more attracted to the colors and the design of the paper, much like fabric, more than who creates the paper. So I don't find that I tend to steer to one particular line of paper. I like them all. I tend to go for more earthy tones or vintage or shabby chic kind of a look. So that's my favorites. All the information on travel journals can be found Scrapbooking at Monica's Place, episode number 15. Say bye.
Bye.
That's right. Bye.
Bye.
This question is so easy to answer. I get all of my inspiration from all of you people on YouTube, all of my subscribers, all the other amazing crafters, scrapbookers, artisans on YouTube. It's just amazing. And I never seem to really run out of mojo, because if I'm not getting it from YouTube, then it's from magazines like Somerset magazines or any scrapbooking magazines or art journaling sites or blog hopping or just sort of sitting and just thinking. There's just ideas everywhere. So I want to thank you all again for, first of all, asking so many cool questions, and for entering my giveaways, and for just being subscribers and my online friends. You mean the world to me, and I don't know what I'd do without you. So we'll see you next time. Bye.